Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kai and today we'll be doing review for the month of August. I know it's been 11 days and we have had quite a few shops. We had an update, a big update, and there was a lot of changes in literally the way Suitu works. So we're gonna see all of that as well as the gacha preview and the shop preview that Suitu has given us the videos for. So we're gonna start with the preview of all the shops. That's gonna include the new limited shops and sales of the new set and the permanent shop that's going to be inspired by the upcoming chapter. Right, so the first limited shop is Half Echo, and in this shop both male and female set has set rewards which are relatively good if you think about it. Like the female set reward is a mic, and so far we don't have any dice for it, but it's a really pretty mic and better than both of the mics we have in the permanent shop. So I think moving forward this is going to be the meta for all the music related or idol related comps. So the female shop is going to be seen a lot on leaderboard. On the other hand, the male set is not that special, mostly because the set looks very simple and it looks like something that I would see in a permanent shop maybe, but it doesn't give limited shop vibe. Also, we already have a guitar set, the one in the permanent shop, and it has a pose, like the guy is holding a guitar and he's playing with it. So this guitar is just on the back and it's a little bit expensive for what it is. There's no pose, so there is no point in getting it. So the male shop is completely skippable for me. For the female shop, I would say that invest in enough pieces that even if you don't get the set reward, you can still do good in upcoming comps. The makeup gacha from this limited shop is extremely pretty. Like, look at this. It's so glamorous and it's so rock star vibes. But I feel like, me personally, I don't go for makeup gachas with the thinking of what would do good for a specific comp or a specific look. I try to go for those makeup gachas that has an item that I feel like I don't have. Like if it's a very gothic looking makeup, I see if I have something that I can use in those categories, then I don't pull, no matter how pretty it is. So I feel like that I have enough glam makeups for the time being. And the other makeup, the eyes are pretty, don't get me wrong, the eyes are so interesting being the different iris color, but the face marking, the star, and the eyeshadows or whatever you want to call it, they are one piece, they are not separate. So that means I cannot use the eyes without the star, or I cannot use the star without these specific eyes. So that makes me not want to invest in it because it isn't really versatile if you think about it. Same goes for the glitter makeup. The glitter is actually blue, so that restricts my usage. So it doesn't justify investing in this. So hence, for the time being, I'm gonna skip it. And here we have the decor pack, and the most interesting thing about it is that we don't have literally anything similar to this. But again, because we don't have anything similar to this yet, it means that for the rockstar comps or the idol comps, this is going to be very hit back. But other than these comps, I don't see it being used, or any part of this being used outside these comps. It's not something that you can play off with other decor pieces and you can make it work. This is going to be strictly used by medium to high spenders. I don't think so it's made for low spender because it's not versatile, and I would not recommend any low spender to invest in this. Up next we have the sets from the new upcoming chapter, that is chapter 17, and these are some of the sets that we're gonna get. Right off the start, the first meal set is actually not a meal set. Like, there is no set reward for this. There is no set mentioned in our collection book. So that means even though it has all the elements and pieces for it to be considered a set, it isn't actually. And the tags for this set is, I'm just gonna call it a set for the sake of ease. So this non-set set is tagged romantic and elegant. So if you strictly want clothes with the tag romantic, I would much rather you invest in the set from the permanent shop that has crying pose. That is much better investment than this one. Even though it's kind of cute, I like the clothes, especially this shirt and hair, and I did end up buying hair and the glasses. But yeah, next up we have this flamenco set, but it's very expensive, especially the dress. It's like almost 900 gems, and I don't think so it's worth getting, because the 4-star set from the ballerina gacha that's gonna have a flashback on the 24th, it has a similar dress, and I think if Suitu updates the tag, it will have the flamenco tag as well. Other than that, we have a craftable set with the same tag. It's not completely craftable. I think you can craft the shirt and the coat and like the hair piece and accessories and shoes, etc. But the skirt you would have to buy, but it doesn't show up in the shop sale. You have to filter it, and then you will be able to see. The third set also comes with a new tag, that is tarot. So if I think about tarot set, I think of the 4-star set from the Fate of Angel gacha, and yeah, I think that Suitu should update their tags and put that in the same category, and that is much more worth having than this one. But the quote from this set is surely a good piece to have, especially for low spenders and free to play players who don't have that many good options. And lastly, we have this another male set, which is not a set in the collection book. I feel like Suitu would add these set later on, but for the time being, they're not considered a set. They're just random set of item, because some part of these set is from the shop and some of them are craftable. So it's very confusing. If you're buying from the mail shop, be careful and look thoroughly which one is the part of romantic tag set, which one is from the detective one, and which one is the actual set. But the selection for the comp is going to be completely different. Doesn't matter what the tags are. If you are as confused about it as I was when I was buying stuff for this comp, then you can check out my thread. I have thoroughly explained this in there. Alright, so these were the shop that had come already, and other than that, we had flashback of the shop Love Shell Intertwine that ran originally in the last year. So it will be over by the time this video is out, so I'm not gonna be talking much about it. In case it is still here and you are curious about which one to get, you can check out my thread. And moving on, for the rest of the shops that we're gonna get, I'm just gonna play the video and let you watch it. I'm not gonna say anything because I have some thoughts about it and I don't want to color your judgment before I see them. Right, so up next we have the Gacha Preview video, and with that we have a mail shop, I think, because usually we do get a permanent mail pose from the permanent shop, and it does have something similar to that. I feel like this background is from Mecha Gacha, and that has a similar one, and this seems to be the 3-star set from the gacha, and this is the mail shop I was talking about. And should you really be putting 18 plus tag in their game now? And this is the cyberpunk set, which I absolutely love. Like without a doubt, I think this is one of the best sets out there. And we finally have a nature inspired gacha that I am definitely going to be pulling for. Right, so let's talk about the update that happened. And the biggest thing about this update is this creative mode. This is like posting that we used to make like beforehand, but without any limits to it, or at least not as much limitation. Like before, we can only use 5 filters, 1 background, and 10 decoration piece, and if you wanted to use more than that, then you had to do glitches or stuff like that. But now you don't have to do that. Everyone, no matter, like, you don't have to use any glitches. Like, you can see me like trying to use hair. Every single thing, every item is now layered. The hair is layered, the clothes are layered, every decorative piece is layered, the ones that are supposed to. But mostly it's important that like clothes are layered, so you can basically put anything on a model. Like you can put male clothes on a female model and vice versa. You can put 10 backgrounds. Like, I think the limit is just your creativity. If you are creative enough, you can make so much things. And so far, I think I have been blown by the creative posts that I see. They are beyond my imagination. Like, I was happy figuring out that I can put male hair on female models, and on the other hand, these people have figured out how to make, I don't know, both silly paintings and stuff like that. But this is just the start. I am happy to see that Suitu introduced something like this, and we're not limited to figuring out glitches if we want to make creative posts. Now, the means to do that is here, and I'm definitely gonna be figuring it out on a serious note because I was so fed up with glitches. But now I don't have to like do 1,000 other steps just to be able to like do literally anything. So yeah, I think this is a really positive thing to have, and the good thing is that Suitu made it optional. You can still make posts like you were making beforehand, but if you wanna explore this new thing, they made it separately. So there's that, and surely it's a new thing. There would be a lot of glitches. I am also seeing a lot of glitches in my creative posts, mainly that I can't seem to be able to use poses, but I think that it's normal considering it's such a big change, and we'll be a little bit patient and we won't make a fuss out of it. Surely I have reported the bug, and I hope so that if you are seeing any problem, you do the same thing. But yeah, this is a good thing, and I'm happy that Suitu like gave us this thing, and I hope so that they continue to do so. The one thing I do want to see is filters being able to move. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but last year there was a glitch in the game where your filters could move. So I want to see that in the game too. That would literally change the whole idea of filters. and perfumes. So yeah, there's that. And once I get a little bit time to play around with this, I'll be sure to make a separate video thoroughly explaining the mechanics of this creative post. Alright guys, that was all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day and much luck to you for the gacha.